Hi, everybody. I'm back, and I'm Ron, and I'm an alcoholic, and this is...
Hey, I'm Bobby. I'm an alcoholic.
That's Big Book Bobby, and I'm right on Ron. And what we're talking about now is steps 8 and 9, and that's pages 76 in the Big Book to pages 84. And from our sheets, we're going to be only talking about pages 31, 32, and 33. And we're going to be talking about steps 8 and 9. And you can read it all. What we're doing is just explaining it all to you. And remember, our step 8 is done in our step 4 and our step 4 harms. So remember, while we left that list, can you show just an example, Bobby? Is that we in the sheets that we left a list for step 9. Well, Bobby's going to show you just exactly what I'm talking about. Is we have these what? You can explain it now, Bobby.
Okay. Well, I'm going to jump back to page 31 there then. And basically, step 8 is done in our step 4 harms. But
That's right.
If we have any more people to add at this time, on page 33 is the step 8 list. And you can add some more people on there.
That's exactly right.
And once you've added as many people as you can remember of who you've harmed, we're going to jump into step 9. And
that's right.
And step 9, we do have on pages 31 and 32, we have some examples here. They're just examples of basically what it should look like. And, you know, it's going to say what happened, how we should be making these amends. I would definitely recommend go through these because it'll give you an idea on what we want to see on how you should be making these amends.
Exactly. And this is why we did is to make it really simple and easy for anybody who wants to make amends, is to make it really simple and really easy and loving.
Exactly. So after you've finished writing out your step 8, if you've had any more people to add, you're going to go to page 22 in your steps, and that's going to bring you to your step 4 harms. Now we're going to take a look at the last column, and we're going to start with yourselves. And Ron, do you want to explain why we want to start with ourselves first?
Okay, so a lot of people say that I don't need to make amends to myself, but it talks about in the Big Book is we made a list of all persons we've harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. I've harmed me more than I've hurt anybody in this world. So I need to make amends to myself. And the only way to make amends to myself is to have me in that list. And what kind of amends do I need to make for myself daily? And this is why we leave you last when it comes to the resentment part. You're actually last. Because if you were first, you'd be crying your eyes out, but you're last when it comes to the resentments. But when it comes to amends, we need to make amends to ourselves first before anybody else. And when we can love ourselves and have a simple daily solution for myself daily, I can go to anybody in this world and make amends. So this is why it's vital and it's important to make amends to myself first, before I can go to anybody, because once I'm okay with me, I'm okay with the rest of the world.
Okay, and that's exactly right. We need to learn how to love ourselves first and forgive ourselves first before I can go out to anybody and say I was wrong. But then we need amends however possible.
And Bobby mentioned the word forgiveness. And, you know, the only way I have found over all these 32 years of being clean and sober is there's only one way to forgive ourselves, and that's to love ourselves. So if you ever want to forgive like others or anything in this whole world, it starts with yourself. And the only way you can forgive yourself is to love yourself. And that's why it's so important to make amends to ourselves first.
Okay. And that kind of summarizes it a bit. And what we're really going to want to do is just write in on this last column how we're going to fix each harm that we've done towards ourselves, right? And that's on page 22 and goes on into page 23. And again, you have the examples as well. And then after you're done filling out the one on yourself, you're going to go to the one on others on page 24. And you're going to do the same thing. On the last column, you're going to write in how you're going to make this amends. And we do have these examples as well. And you're just going to fill that out for every single person, including the one on your step 8 list, which is page 33. Just in if you have some more people to add, right? You're going to.
That's exactly right. And that's why we have the 30. And now on page 33, we have 31 to 40 or 31 to 45, sorry, is because maybe there's a lot more people that I've harmed and I really need to fix. I'm going to add them to this list and put down what happened and how do I fix it with all the examples that we've given you.
Yes, and those are just giving you an idea on how we should be making these amends. And once you've filled everything out, you're ready to bring this to your sponsor and to continue through the rest of the work. But make sure that you cut out your fear solutions from your step 4 and your sex solutions, and you can add that to your amends to yourself, because that is part of your amends to yourself.
Absolutely. And put that somewhere, post it somewhere in the back of the big book or somewhere where you get to see the solution for sex and the solution for fears, because just because we do it and we pray for it to be removed or whatever the case might be, we still need to actually see it and move forward with that inventory and amends to ourselves.
Exactly. And the step 7 solutions as well. You want your step 7 solution somewhere you can see it every single day.
Absolutely. So I hope that explains how to make amends to yourself and to amends to others. And thank you. And our next video will be coming up shortly.